2020 has finally come to a close, hasn't it? I guess it was about time, and I think we were all looking forward to this. So headphones have become pretty common nowadays, haven't they? I mean, we all have at least one or two pairs of different headphones, wired or wireless, on-ear or over-ear, various types. But I think one thing about them has never really changed, or at least in the budget segment. And when I talk about budget segment, it's essentially with the price tag of less than, say, 1,000 rupees. Because, for example, 2,000 rupee headphone from a brand like Sennheiser is actually budget. But many people may not consider that as a budget headphone. So we'll just be talking about headphones that are under 1,000 rupees margin and kind of discuss how they can actually improve, because I really see that most of them aren't really following the number one thing that make a headphone, or rather break a headphone: comfort. I'm talking about comfort. The number one thing that most companies and even users sometimes when they're shopping for a headphone ignore is comfort. We all focus about the battery life, the sound quality, the features and everything, which is of course important, but if they're not comfortable on your ear, then they pretty much defeat the whole purpose of it. Like, I've seen this so many times now. I've been using headphones for many years, and even after switching to wireless and this one, the Zep Thunder, which I tried recently, it kind of reminded me that no matter how many years pass, I don't know why manufacturers are not putting this attention to it. I mean, look at the more expensive brands out there, Sennheiser, Audio-Technica, or anyone like even Skullcandy. Their expensive options have always emphasized more on comfort. Even entry-level brands like Edifier have put a lot of effort in comfort and ergonomics, because if a headphone is not comfortable around your ears or on your head, then who would wear it? Doesn't matter how much better the sound quality is or how great the battery life is. If it's not comfortable around your ears, and by the way, headphones have been designed for long-term usage, right? The reason why you use a headphone is because you're in an environment where speakers won't really do. Either it disturbs others, or there is too much surrounding noise, whatever it may be. You wear headphones so that you can listen to the media properly and in an isolated way, which also means that you wear a headphone continuously for at least 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, depending on what you're doing. So if you can't wear a headphone for more than a couple of minutes and your ears get sweaty or your head is being pushed too tight, then what's the point of that product? You might as well use your speakers. That's the main reason why I started looking for comfortable over-ear headphones a couple of years ago, and I finally settled on the Edifier H850s. These are ridiculously comfortable. These are not built very well. As you can hear, it's made of plastic. That's mainly to maintain a lower weight, and it also saves the cost of manufacturing. And if you're making a metal headphone, like there are some headphones out there which are completely made of metal, like for example the Neura phones or the Apple AirPods Max, they are made of metal, but the headband is twice as thick to balance the weight. Whenever a company does something drastic like introducing metal ear cups, they make sure that the headphone is comfortable even after introducing those features. So yeah, going into 2021, if you haven't bought a headphone and you are trying to get a new one, then these are some of the things that you keep in mind. Firstly, make sure that the headphone is comfortable, and the easiest way to ensure that is to make sure that it's an over-ear headphone and not an on-ear headphone like this one, for example. These are the worst kind of headphones that you can buy. Like, really, what's the point of this? They are like the worst of both worlds. They are not easy to carry like in-ear headphones, and they don't seal well against outside noise like over-ear headphones. They sit on your ears very tightly, and they kind of sweat your ears, and they also let in a lot of outside noise. So passive noise cancellation is also pretty poor. Even the best options out there, like the Move Acoustics Impulse 2 Pro, which I tried I think 1.5 years ago. Man, I am getting older and older and older. Anyway, the headphone that I tried 1.5 years ago, that was one of the best options out there. Like, it was made by a very reputable brand, and even that was pretty bad. Like, I could barely hear anything if I wore it outside even when I'm indoors in a car. So yeah, don't buy these on-ear headphones. These are crap. Go with over-ear headphones, and the easiest way to make sure that the headphone is kind of comfortable for all ear sizes is to make sure that the ear cups are longer like this. Not wider, but longer. Being longer is more important. That's what she said. And the main reason is pretty simple. Human ears are not wide, they are tall, right? Like, in the horizontal length is not that great, but vertical length is more. So having a longer shaped ear cup will fit better in your ear like this. It'll seal well, and it won't even sweat a lot because it's sitting outside of your ears. Now again, the material choices depends, and most of the headphones out there have these fake leather material. Unfortunately, it wears off and there's nothing much you can do about it. If you're a very sweaty person like me, yeah, forget about this. This will wear off in like 6 months to 1 year at max. A general rule of thumb that usually works for me is that I stick with reputed brands that I know make good products, like Philips for example, or Sennheiser. and I buy one of their budget options. Yeah, it'll have a couple of features missing, like this Philips headphone doesn't have an inline microphone and the cable is connected, so I can't really plug in an external aux cable with the microphone. And that's all fine, but the quality is great, and even after 5 years I'm still using this. There aren't a lot of great headphones in this price range. I think I bought this for about 500 rupees, which is crazy low, right, even for today. And yeah, sure enough, they are very comfortable. Bigger brands know what they are doing, and they always do their product to make sure that it fits the wide range of audience. And smaller brands usually go for marketing hype, like yeah, bass heavy, this, that and whatnot. Headphones are nothing new really from now on. Like most of us know what we are getting. So manufacturers should really shift their focus from the specs and the features to comfort and the build quality. Like how many times have you had your headphones stop working on one side, right? Don't you wish that the problem would be fixed with better quality cables and better build quality than just extra bass sound quality? Sound quality is pretty much a given nowadays. You can buy any pair of headphones blindfolded, and as long as it's a decent quality brand, you will have a very good sound quality experience. The only thing that you will fall short of is the build quality. Like, listen to that. Oh. Versus, listen to this. So smooth. And MRP wise, this thing is half the price of this thing. So you see what I'm talking about. And here's something that you need to know about sound quality really quick. All of human ears are different. Like everyone perceives sound in a different way. That's the whole point of equalizers, right? You can tune the audio to your liking. Like there are some people out there who are really sensitive to sub bass. Sub bass is basically the lower end where the bass and treble lie. So that's below the general instrument level, and that's where you get that rumbling effect. Some people are really sensitive to that and they won't like too much bass, like myself. I don't like way too much bass in my headphones. The reason is that the more the low end is extended, like bass boosted, the mid-range and the top end gets crushed, and the sound quality really goes away and you just hear thumping in your ears. That's really stupid, and that's a dumb way of listening to music. I don't like that. But there are some people out there who have very high tolerance to sub bass in their ears. So to them, if you give something as stupidly bass heavy as a JBL, I hate JBLs by the way. If you give a JBL headphone to them, it'll sound perfectly natural. They'll even enjoy that experience because their ears are more tuned to sub bass. So it really comes down to what your preference is and how you hear audio. Because yeah, your ears and my ears interpret audio in a different way. Because they are not factory devices, right? No one has calibrated them. You and I grew up as human beings, and these are biological machines. There's nothing you can do about it except buy the product that matches best to you. So for example, I know what my taste is. Every time I see a headphone which says extra bass and everything, I just go away because I know that I won't like it. And every time some headphone only emphasizes on comfort, build quality, and says it delivers a wider soundstage, that's what I appreciate, a wide dynamic soundstage. That's the product that usually gets my money. So yeah, that's about it. I'll leave again all the links to the products that I've tried and I've liked in the description. So you'll find different categories there for neutral audio lovers, for bass heads out there, and even some in-ear earphones which I think you should buy. Anyway, let's put 2020 behind us, and here's fingers crossed for 2021. Hopefully it'll be a better year than this. My god. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Stay away from these stupid on-ear headphones, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.